So good morning, chemistry second year English medium unit is organic compounds containing carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. So topic is chemical reactions of carbonyl compounds. Yes, in the previous class we discussed the mechanism of nucleophilic addition reactions of carbonyl compounds. Let's see the examples for nucleophilic addition reactions, and which the first one is addition of sodium bisulfite. Addition of sodium bisulfite with the carbonyl compounds. So this is the carbonyl functional group. When this is a carbonyl functional group containing carbonyl compound, whether it is aldehyde or ketone. Okay, so this carbonyl compound is treated with a sodium bisulfite. Yes, in presence of HCl. Then yes, what happens is then this is the white precipitate. Here is a sodium bisulfite. Sodium bisulfite adduct is formed. Okay, this is a white precipitate. First of all, this is a bisulfite anion act as a nucleophile. This nucleophile attacks on the carbonyl carbon where the electron scarcity is generated. Then yes, after that yes, the pi electron cloud is polarized towards oxygen. Then yes, here is this is the adduct. Then after that is a proton transfer takes place from sulfonic. Proton transfer takes place from sulfonic group to then is a so this is the ONA. Then next one is this is converted into is a sodium salt of a carbonyl compound bisulfite product. This is the white precipitate which can be soluble in water. Yes, what is the importance of sodium bisulfite reaction is just only the carbonyl compounds. Only the carbonyl compounds can interact with the sodium bisulfite. So based on this test, we can separate the carbonyl compounds from the non-carbonyl compounds. Okay, yes, this test is used for the purification and separation of carbonyl compounds from the non-carbonyl compounds. Okay, this is used in analytical chemistry. Then next one, addition of hydrogen cyanide. Addition of hydrogen cyanide, this is also another nucleophilic addition reaction. Then the carbonyl compound, whether it is aldehyde or ketone, when it is treated with a hydrogen cyanide in presence of basic media, cyanohydrin is formed. Then yes, in general, suppose in the absence of base, then the formation of cyanohydrin is very slow, because then is a hydrogen cyanide, yes, cyanide ion formation is difficult. Okay, only in the absence of base, cyanide ion which act as a nucleophile generation is difficult, whereas in presence of basic media, then hydrogen cyanide can generate the cyanide ion very fastly. Then this cyanide ion act as a nucleophile. Then the cyanide ion attacks on the carbonyl carbon, whether it is aldehyde or ketone. Then next one, after that is a proton transfer takes place, then cyanohydrins are formed. Okay, so cyanohydrins are used as here is a starting materials in, yes, especially in organic synthesis. Okay, organic synthesis. Then next one is addition of alcohols. Here is carbonyl compounds can interact with alcohols also, especially this reaction is carried out in presence of dry HCl. Yes, then what happens, first of all, just dry HCl accelerates the reaction. First protonation takes place. After that what happens, the alkoxide ion attacks on the carbonyl carbon. Then next one, suppose if the carbonyl compound is aldehyde, first of all here is a hemiacetal is formed, hemiacetal, then alkoxy, alkoxy alcohol, it is also called as hemiacetal. This hemiacetal is unstable, that's why it can be represented as in square brackets. Then yes, this reaction is carried out in presence of dry HCl, that's why there is again another mole of alcohol involved in the reaction, then it forms the stable acetal. Okay, it's a acetal. There is a jum dialkoxy. Jum means what? Is a two groups are present on one carbon. Okay, jum dialkoxy. Jum dialkoxy is a compound is formed, then this is called as here is a acetal. Okay, so acetal is stable. So this is also here is a reversible reaction. Then suppose yes, in order to get the starting material, the acetal is mixed. The acetal is mixed with a dilute HCl. Then here is a acetal is converted into here is a aldehyde. Okay, aldehyde. Then so you take the here is a ketones. Okay, so ketones. So ketones when treated with ketones only interacts with 1,2-diols or glycols. Okay, 1,2-diols or glycols. Then what happens? Again this reaction is carried out in presence of dry HCl. Then yes, simply here is a removal of water molecule. Removal of water molecule takes place. As a result of that, it is a cyclic ketol is formed. Cyclic ketol is formed. Then yes, this cyclic ketol, then again when it is mixed with the dilute HCl, the cyclic ketol can be open and forms the here is a ketone. So this is also here is a reversible reactions. Then yes, here is a nucleophilic addition reactions, all in general they are yes reversible reactions. Then next one is it is a addition of ammonia and its derivatives. Okay, so addition of ammonia and its derivatives also here is a reversible reaction. Then yes, these reactions are catalyzed in presence of acidic medium. Then yes, let's see the carbonyl compound when it is treated with ammonia. When it is treated with ammonia in presence of acidic medium, what happens? Imine is formed. Removal of water molecule takes place and imine is formed. Imine, C double bond NH. Imine is formed. Then next one, suppose you take the so this is the mechanism here. First of all, yes, ammonia can be written as NH2H. The electron cloud which is present on nitrogen here is this NH2 group act as a nucleophile. This attacks on the carbonyl carbon. The pi electron cloud is polarized towards oxygen. Then yes, this is the here is a unstable product, then adduct, then yes, this unstable adduct involved in the elimination of water molecule. So already we discussed the mechanism of nucleophilic addition reactions of carbonyl compounds is yes, a third stage, that is when the nucleophile is having unshared electron pairs, then yes, addition as well as elimination reaction takes place. That is condensation, removal of water molecule takes place. Okay, when the nucleophile is having unshared electron pair, when it is involved in the nucleophilic addition, then yes, a removal of water molecule takes place. The unshared electron pair causes for the elimination of water molecule from the product. Okay, so this is happened in case of ammonia and its derivatives. Then so let's take the another example for the ammonia derivative, that is addition of amino alkanes. Then again here is alkyl substituted here, then RNH2. alkyl amine. Alkyl amine, when it is treated with a carbonyl compound, simply again this reaction is carried out in presence of acidic medium, then yes, removal of water molecule takes place. As a result of that, substituted imine is formed. Substituted imines are called Schiff's bases. Substituted imines are called Schiff's bases. Then this is about there is a addition of alkyl amine. So next one, addition of hydroxyl amine. So when carbonyl compound is treated with a hydroxyl amine, then yes, a condensation takes place, removal of a water molecule. Then here is a oxime is formed. Suppose if the carbonyl compound is aldehyde, then if the aldehyde is treated with a hydroxyl amine, which subjected to heating, then removal of water molecule takes place and forms the what aldoxime. Suppose if the carbonyl compound is ketone, when it is treated with a hydroxyl amine, then his ketoxime is formed. So this is used in the identification of carbonyl compound. Okay, identification of carbonyl compounds. Then next one is addition of hydrazine, NH2 bond NH2. Okay, it's a carbonyl compound. When it is treated with a hydrazine, subjected to heating, removal of water molecule takes place and forms the hydrazones. Okay, it's a aldehydes and ketones both can form the, here is a hydrazones. Then next one is addition of phenyl hydrazine. Then again it is also ammonia derivative. Okay, it is also another ammonia derivative. Then yes, a carbonyl compound is treated with a phenyl hydrazine, subjected to heating, then yes, a removal of water molecule takes place, then phenyl hydrazone is formed. So this is also is a identification of the carbonyl group. Okay, yes, in order to identify the carbonyl functional group, then this is a one more yes test. Then is a phenyl hydrazone formation. Then next one is addition of 2,4-DNP. So this test is used in the identification of a carbonyl compound. Okay, yes, if the given compound is carbonyl compound or not, in order to identify that, it's a 2,4-DNP test. Okay, yes, so when we perform the 2,4-DNP test to the given carbonyl compound, given organic compound, then if it forms the orange colored precipitate, then yes, sir, that given compound is carbonyl compound, whether it is aldehyde or ketone, whatever it is. When is a carbonyl compound is mixed with a 2,4 dinitrophenyl hydrazine, subjected to heating, then removal of water molecule takes place and forms the 2,4 dinitrophenyl hydrazone. It is orange colored precipitate. Okay, so based on the formation of orange colored or red colored precipitate, then so we can identify the carbonyl compound. So this is a very primitive test for the identification of carbonyl compound. Okay, then next one, another is a ammonia derivative test is addition of semicarbazide. So this is the ammonia is a derivative. Then yes instead of one hydrogen, so this NHCO NH2 group is there, then semicarbazide. When carbonyl compound is mixed with the semicarbazide, subjected to heating and forms the removal of water molecule takes place, semicarbazone is formed. Yes, here is this amino group only involved in the condensation of this reaction, but this amino group is not involved in the condensation because this hydrogen present on is an amino group involved in the resonance. Okay, involved in the resonance. That's why this amino group not at all involved in condensation reaction. Just so this amino group involved in condensation reaction, when it is subjected to heating, removal of water molecule takes place and a semicarbazone is formed. So this is about is a nucleophilic addition reactions of carbonyl compounds. Okay, is a carbonyl compounds in general they are involved in nucleophilic addition reactions because of the is a carbon is connected with the oxygen with a double bond. Then yes, because of the high electronegative atom at the carbonyl carbon electron scarcity, okay, electrophilicity is generated. Electrophilicity or electron scarcity is generated. That's why more electron density containing species act as nucleophiles. They can attacks on the carbonyl carbon. As a result of that the nucleophilic addition reactions are taking place at carbonyl carbon. Then yes, already so we discussed for the nucleophilic addition reactions, reaction with there is a hydrogen cyanide, reaction with a sodium bisulfite, then is a reaction with here is ammonia, then next one ammonia derivatives, next one is a reaction with the alcohols. Okay, so these all are nucleophilic addition reactions. Not only this, already we discussed in the alcohols topic is a preparation of alcohols. Okay, then is a carbonyl compounds involved in the is a nucleophilic addition reactions, especially with the Grignard reagents. Okay, when carbonyl compounds treated with the Grignard reagent, then yes, primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols are formed. Then the reaction of carbonyl compounds with Grignard reagents is also example for is a nucleophilic addition reactions. But these are already discussed in the preparation of alcohols. That's why so these all belongs to nucleophilic addition reactions.